So Mr. Mark Davenport then at the age of 40 retired. Then he was introduced to Nitro Extreme or Nitro FX when he was a triathlete. He was living in a lot of pain because of his shoulder was hurting. He tried it, the pain went away, and he was not really interested first in the business, but then he became very interested because he started sharing, he started buying more product, and he started sharing it with some of his friends, and his friends were saying, hey, can we have some of this? And for the first time in his sales career, he's never had to market a product that sold itself. So to him, that was a brilliant move, a brilliant part. Who are we? We are you, you are us. All of us make up Team Fusion. We consist of 18-year-old students, 80-year-old grandparents, everyone between, and working for the same mission of impacting lives. What do? We share the product and to help others and live a better life. This is what, and we also help we share the business to help people as well. Those who feel the same passion, we invited to help us spread the word. Why do we do this? We feel it's our obligation to share our experience and the impact the product has had on our lives. Add this the gift of referring a business that can change the stars of individuals and their entire families for generations to come, and you have a winning combination. We believe it's time to prove that there can be a business that cares for people and respects their core values. So we have 10 rules in Team Fusion, and this is our core values and our rules that we live by. Okay, number one is we care for others. All right, it's a saying that says people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. This is not only because of business, it's also because what happens is that it happens because when it comes to building this type of business, and it's a relationship business. So you got to understand that people, before you can ask for a hand, you got to touch the heart. And many times, we people that run out of people to talk to, let's say. It's a big gauge in order for you to see that you have to build more relationships. The way you really build more relationships care for people, help people out, put positive deposits in other people's lives. All right. Rule number two: we leave no one behind. This is a culture of helping each other, that we truly do care. If you care for someone, you don't leave them behind. We share the product to impact lives. We share the business to impact lives. We only use true stories and real numbers. No need for us to fabricate anything here. We under-promise and we over-deliver. We stay humble by putting the needs of the team before our own personal needs. And this is just plain leadership. I want to tell you about number 7. The cost of leadership. If you want to take this to a place where it's $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $30,000, $50,000, $60,000 a month, this is what you want to do, the cost of leadership is self-interest. You got to put other people's interests before you. And the question is not, are you ready to build a business? The question has to be, are you ready to serve other people? That's how you win. You got to be in the mindset that you're serving your team, you're serving other people, and I can tell you that it's that type of mindset is going to create a huge organization. It's going to create the right duplication in your business. Okay, we encourage others to be the best they can be. As a leader, at number 8, as a leader, the number one job of a leader is to believe in their team, is to believe in other people, not just with words, of course, but with their actions as well. So number 8, number 9 is we embrace integrity as our core value and hired by company and team policies. A very important thing to understand. And number 10, we are here to dominate. We are here to win. We want you guys to win. I want you guys to be like Mr. Mark Davenport once told me, filthy, stinking rich. I want you guys to be ready for what's coming. Okay, so let's talk about our steps. What we're gonna do here. Number 1, you want to review the team mission statement. We can check this off, and this is cool because if you download this in your computer, you can actually type on it. It's open for you to type, and you'll be able to just do a little check here. Okay, you want to download the Team Fusion app if you haven't done that. Subscribe to the Team Fusion lifestyle. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys this. Since you guys are there's a lot of brand new people. So you go to YouTube.com, and if you put Team Fusion, there it is, Team Fusion lifestyle. This is the channel you should be subscribing. And once you enter here, this is a great source of recruiting as well, and a great source of building the business. Because I yesterday, I just did it yesterday. I was with I was in Uber. I was driving inside of an Uber in Houston, and the guy was asking me a bunch of questions. So I forwarded him the application. He saw the webinar. Then I came here, and I started sending him some of these videos. Talking to him, I realized that he's also car motivated. So I forwarded him the car video, which is the some of the Kayani Dream Car Program videos. For him this video, and also for him, he started talking about charity. So guess what? I forwarded him the Caring Hands video as well. So I forwarded him those two videos, the application. He then called me. He called me up actually this morning saying that he wants to set up a meeting and talk with me. But it was YouTube and the application that helped me. So this is why it's so important for every single one of us to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Okay. Then you want to, step number 4, launch your business. And these are the steps to launching your business. We're going to go over that right now. Okay. Step number 5, you want to plug into the system and commit to the weekly meetings and conference calls that we have in place. This is so important for you to build your business. Okay. It's important for you to stay around the fire, stay around this. The reason I'm able to talk about this with confidence is not just because I learned it, but I learned it because I was around it all the time. Right? If I want to learn a language, guess what I'm going to do? I throw myself in that country of the language that I want to learn. I submerge myself in that culture and the information. I stay around the fire. I stay in a place where I have to be forced to speak that language. And after that, guess what? I'm going to learn that language. That's just how it works. It's no different. You plug in yourself to the system. You start doing number 6, personal growth, personal development. This is huge. Personal development. Personal development. For those of you that were in ILA, you saw that some of my presentation was on personal development. I was introduced to personal development a long time ago, and I absolutely love it. Some of the great books I'm going to give you for those of you that are taking notes. Number 1, Think and Grow Rich. This is a must. In fact, I can tell you that the average millionaire has read that book 13 times. So if you have not read that book yet, you better start reading it, and you better get going with it. Okay. You also have books like How to Win Friends and Influence Over People. This is a great, amazing book. Must have. The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. Amazing book. The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. This is one of the most poetic, best literature of motivational speaking and self-development writing that have yet to see anything better than the Greatest Salesman in the World. And how amazing, how poetic it is. It says phrases like, I will persist until I succeed. I mean, those are beautiful words that just should really touch you and touch us. And this personal development is key. Now, I commit to doing this at least 30 minutes a day. My mentor said, David, miss the meal, miss lunch, miss dinner, but don't miss your 30 minutes. Because you can survive without any meals, but you can't survive without your 30 minutes. You can't survive, you see, because you're either growing or you're dying. There's no, as my mentor said, David, you're drifting through life, and you don't drift up a mountain, you drift down a mountain. So every single day you got to be getting better. Every single day you got to be improving and tapping on the ideas of the mind, tapping on the tapestry of your mind, tapping on that door. You see, because here's what happens. And I'll give you the equation. Okay, again, if you're taking notes, this is what you want. Write this down. Our thoughts become our feelings. Our feelings bring forth our actions or inaction. Our actions create our results. So if our thoughts create our feelings, what creates our thoughts? Well, that is our programming. That is our input. The information you put in your mind is what determines the thoughts that you have. Therefore, the thoughts that you have will determine your feelings. Your feelings will determine your action or inaction. Then your action or inactions will determine your results. So you have to be disciplined. Listen carefully. You have to be disciplined in this. This is so key. So key on you being the discipline and selling out to personal development and selling out to constantly looking at it. And you know, one way I start, I'm gonna move on after this. But another way to start, if this is something new to you, go to YouTube and you're gonna see a bunch of videos. There are just cool constellations of put together of personal development. I mean, you can look at any of this. Like, look at this. There's videos that people put together. This one's 10 minutes, but it has a bunch of motivational speakers.
What you see in the light is exactly who people are in the dark.
You see, I won't go through this, but you get my point. My point is that if something's that you're struggling with, this is like, man, I get bored. I don't know, David, it's not for me. Well, start up with YouTube and start looking at those personal development books, personal development videos that's going to help you get into it. Eventually, you can graduate to a book. Eventually, you can graduate into more passion for developing this. Okay, so let's keep going. So this is the Team Fusion launch page, launch document. We're gonna go over this right now really quickly. Okay, so it starts off with this page. Number one, understand your rep ID number. You want to start, you put your start date here because from your start date, we're going to set several goals. Your website, that way you don't forget, is that this is where you can also sign people up as well as get customers. And this is Kyani support. A lot of questions, you're gonna be using Kyani support a lot for a lot of stuff. Don't be afraid to call them. That's what they're there for. Now, if you ever hear something that is incongruent with something that we're saying, something that your leaders are saying, please report back to your leader immediately. I tell you this because you got to be patient with corporate, right? There's a lot of people that say they get frustrated sometimes with growing pains that a company has. Let me tell you, we are already in a place where Kyani, and this is what Kurt Hansen and Carl Taylor told me. He says, David, we might not do everything right from the very beginning, but we will never leave it wrong. I love that because they understand that they're growing pains within the corporation, and this is no different. But we can help Kyani grow. I tell people, if you are the type of person that gets too frustrated over little things or things that corporate might make mistakes at, the company that has it all perfect is Amway and Herbalife. They've been around for 60 years, 40 years. Go there. They have it all perfect. But if you want to be a part, but there are those companies already billion-dollar companies. If you don't just want to join a billion-dollar company, if you want to be the reason of a billion-dollar company, you're in the right place. Because being the reason of a billion-dollar company is where it's at. But there's growing pains with it, so you got to be patient with corporate, okay? Just a little, and they don't make that many mistakes anyways. But when they do make mistakes, let's face it, nobody's perfect, and that's just the way it is. Okay, so what is your why? Why are you doing this? Our mission is to impact lives, right? But I want to tell you that your why is key. Understanding what it is that you want out of this, and clarity is power. Because wherever your focus goes, energy flows. Wherever your focus goes, energy flows. So if you're focusing on things that really don't matter, and you don't have any focus, worst case scenario, you don't even have any focus, well, you're in trouble. If I tell you that I can beat Michael Jordan and a three-point or Kobe Bryant or LeBron James at a three-point contest, provided that we blindfold all those guys. And we spin them around a couple of times so they don't know what you shoot the basketball. You'd be like, yeah, David, that's silly. Of course, how are they going to hit a target that they cannot see? Better question is, how can you hit a target you don't even have? You got to have targets. So you got to be shooting for that target. So what is your why? Why are you doing this? And don't just write it once. Write it daily. Do you know why you write things down? Because it's a program in your subconscious mind. You see, your subconscious mind is writing things down, especially goals that are emotional to you. It creates a what is called a neurological exercise. Stay with me here, okay? A neurological exercise is something that, have you ever rented a car or bought a car, and then all of a sudden, when you started driving, you drove and you started noticing all the same cars? Has that ever happened to you? If that ever happened to you, you understand that was a neurological exercise. All of a sudden, the same cars started popping up everywhere. They've always been there, but you never noticed it because your mind was not looking for it. So what happens is your mind starts looking to without any effort either. It just starts doing it by itself. The same thing happens when you start writing down your goals. Your mind It starts folk looking for ways for you to achieve that goal without you any effort. It just starts finding different ideas, recognizing different opportunities to share the business or share the product. And that's how this works. But you got to have your why. And if your why is not strong enough, your how to, when your why is strong enough, your how to becomes easy. Because we're either motivation by two things. Okay, motivation comes from two places: either desperation or inspiration. So which one are you? Are you gonna be the person that's sick and tired of being sick and tired? Because sometimes that's where it comes from. It comes from a place that I'm just sick and tired of living this way. That's where I was. I was ready to change my life. I was ready to change my mother's lives. I was ready to go. I was ready to travel. I was ready to see places I've never seen before in my family or with myself. So what is that? What is that you're sick and tired of? And what inspires you? What brings you? What takes you? What is that that's gonna bring you to the very next step of your life, that you know you're saying, this is who I am, this is what I want to be, this is what I'm gonna have, period, over, done with, it's done, it's mine. Okay, let me give me a second, guys. I'm gonna mute some people out here. Well, actually they mute themselves. Perfect. All right, good. So let's talk about being customers. Okay, customers is key for every single one of us. Okay, because without customers, nothing happens. So let's go ahead. Give me just a second, guys. I hear someone in the background. Don't worry. I need to be able to control this. And I should. Give me just 1 second, guys. Okay. Hold on tight for me. Yeah, right. From now on, we'll go to webinar.com. No more Zoom. Too many people. All right. All right, let's go ahead and start again. Fantastic. All right, great. So customers is the key. Without customers, nothing happens. Okay, so we have such an amazing products that just help people. Now we'll also have the pricing sheet on the successpackage.com, like on their teamfusionwebsite.com. Under documents, you see the pricing right here. So you can see the pricing in this, and here the pricing for the retail and also the Prime. We want to get people in Prime, as you can tell, it's cheaper for them and it's so much better. I mean, you're talking about some amazing savings in Prime, and also for us, when you start getting people in Prime, the chances of them becoming a repeat customer shoots through the roof, completely shoots through the roof. Okay, so very important for us to get people in Prime. So the Triangle of Health brings 35 CQV. Then you have Sunrise, and you have Nitro, Nitro Extreme, and you have Sunset as well. Okay, then you have the skincare system that brings 90 CQV. You earn $33. The cleanser, the serum, day cream. The retail prices are right here for all of us to see. The retail prices, and here the idea first is to acquire you a handful of customers. Okay, so here we go. So how do you what are you gonna acquire customer? We're gonna talk about that shortly in the next sheet down here. Okay, so let's talk about the fast start bonus. But understand that you want to start thinking customers. You want to start thinking people, because not everybody is. Even though we want everybody for the business, it's better to get some people as a customer first. Now, I can tell you there's so many times where people I thought that I should have just got them as a customer, but I got some people as a business partner when they would have been even better customers. Okay, so let's talk about the fast start bonus and you getting yourself qualified. So first thing is deciding which products are the ones that, number one, for yourself, and number two, for people around you. So getting people qualified is 150 CQV. So 150 CQV gets you qualified. That's a handful of customers, including yourself and people outside of you. And it's awesome. Okay, so once you start putting you can put in right here in this part, in this section, the products that you can do yourself, and then also the products that you're able to move and help other people. 2 skincare systems a month that already puts you over a qualify. So when I look at this, I like to do things the easy way, guys. And I mean, I sell everything, every part of the product. But to me, I look at skincare systems, like 2 of those, that's it, a month. I do one for myself because I'm starting now to using skincare, and I sell one skincare system a month. That's 180 CQV. Now I'm a qualified distributor. It's very, very, very simple to get qualified, as you can tell. Just yesterday alone, we sold 2 of them, and was out of 7 guests, we sold 2 skincare systems. So automatically, Miss Ashley Padilla and Mr. Mark Padilla got qualified in 1 day outside of them, and top of the product they consume for themselves. So they went way over 150 CQV. Okay, fast start bonus. Let's talk about that. So the first position you want to hit is the position of Garnet. That's you plus. That's you. I would say two different legs, and a total of 1,000 QV. So when you get started, if you do this in your first 30 days of business, first 31 days, you acquire 1,000 QVs in 2 different lines. You automatically are Garnet, and they're gonna give you a first $100 bonus. And this is cool because they pay really, really fast. Okay, then the first calendar month, when you hit 2,000 QV in 2 different legs, now you're gonna get an additional $200 fast start bonus, plus your average J. You can average $298 a month. Then in your second calendar month, so now after that, full second calendar month, by creating 5,000 QV in 2 different legs, you can also have a third one. You automatically gonna get a $700 for a total of $1,000. This is an amazing program for everybody, and it's designed to get people paychecks right away. This whole system, compensation plan, is designed to get people paycheck, the brand new person, right away. And this is something that Kurt Hansen was very adamant about getting people paid at the lowest level and getting more money at the lowest level than at the upper level. And I absolutely love that, because that's what creates belief. It creates excitement, and it creates a momentum for people to keep going and keep going. Okay, so this is something that we're gonna be running, especially if you're just getting started. If you're brand new getting started, this is what you want to do. Let me tell you why. Also, something even more important is the fact that when you're brand new, listen closely. Okay, I'm about to give you a key of momentum and success. Key phrase right here. Your first 30 days of business, you have an opportunity to create a story. Or if you're already in the business, for like myself, for 29 months, someone else's first 30 days, I can help someone else create a story. But the idea here, it's a key thing to create momentum and to sustain momentum, is creating a story, a success story. And that's how you open up a new market, by the way. Steve Agata, that's how you open up a new market. We got to create success stories right away in your market, and that's what brings and attracts everybody. Okay, so here we go. Let's start talking about. Now we're gonna talk about Sapphire. I want you guys to set your Sapphire date. If you don't have a Sapphire date set it right now. Stop what you're doing right now and write down Sapphire date. My goal is, and write down a date. Okay, but let that date really sink in. Make something that you commit to do. Okay, don't let failure be an option when you set that date, and you just focus on that date and you actually hit it. So Sapphire is very simple. It's 10,000 QV. It's about 20 people in your organization. 20 people in your organization combined, not 20 people by yourself. 20 people combine your organization. Because the great thing about this compensation plan, guys, is that you only have to find 3. That's it. If you find the right 3 people, you're wealthy. There's no other company out there that can actually say that. That is absolutely insane, that you can get wealthy from just finding 3 individuals. So set your goal. Set your goal. When are you going to be a Sapphire? Okay, very, very key. When you're going to be a Sapphire, and set also goal, when are you going to qualify yourself? Get those systems, skincare systems, in other people's hands. Okay, but once you get to Sapphire, the Dream Car program begins. So you hit Sapphire in a qualified month. The following, you qualify for another calendar month on 10,000 QV and above. The Dream Car program the following month starts. They give you $1,000 down payment plus they pay $500 a month. So they'll send you a $1,500 check right away for you. All you have to do is go pick up your Kyani card, you send them over the paperwork. It's actually very, very simple, easy process. They actually, Kyani wants to send you that. Wants you to have a card paid for by them, because this is free advertising for everybody, especially for you. I can tell you that my business took a leap, took a quantum leap the moment I got my car. The moment I got my car, my business took a quantum leap because people were asking me, what is Kyani, every time I went to a gas station. Let me tell you. Let me download this application. It's a mobile app application business that I have. And you can actually make some money with it as well. Okay. All right, let's talk about reaching out to people and customers and your business partners as well. Okay. So customers. You want to we're going to talk to your top 5 customers. But look what it says right there in red. Your top 5 are family and friends that love, follow, support you most. Okay, this is very important to read. Okay, check the box that represents the type of exposure you want to use for each prospect. Communicate via phone, text in order for you to set up one-on-one. If they have questions and unavailable to meet him within 24 hours, we want to send them the mobile app from the prospector so that they can watch the webinar and attend your home meeting, home party as follow-up. Your goal is to acquire your first 2 to 3 business partners and 2 to 3 customers within your first 48 hours. This is a great goal to have. And I can tell you, if you work your business works for you, and it does that. Okay? If you work your business, the product works for you. You got to work the product works for you. Okay? So here are customers. These are people that you will like as customer. You know, I will put I have a negative friend named Brandon. That he's a good friend of mine, which is a weird part, right? How weird it is that your close friends are also the negative ones, right? It's weird to me. However, that my buddy who cares for me and loves me so much is also the guy that is being negative in my business and is not really supporting me the way that I wish he would support me. So guess what? He's one of my customers. And then you have other people that are friends, family that easily we can approach them. We're going to show you a script here how to approach them. Okay, the best way that I've found that I love doing is it's a favor, help, try approach. You see, because there's people that love you, they care for you, that are usually your first few people are people that are gonna go ahead and try the product just because they care, just based on your relationship. So I start off with, if you don't have a testimonial, find a testimonial that you like. I love testimonial. If you don't, you want to go to YouTube, go do this. Put Kyani testimonials, and you see all these testimonials that come up, and people just telling their own testimonials. So if you don't have one. But if you do have one, usually a lot of people are there having one. So I tell my Kyani testimony. So if I'm reaching out to someone, just a buddy of mine that I want him to buy my product, which I do, I tell him a simple testimony about the product, but I tell him, hey, I'm really, really excited because I bought the distribution rights to this company. And I also met a group of entrepreneurs. They were starting a company and bought the distribution rights, and they're actually expanded the company in Dallas, Texas. They built a big, huge $100 million distribution. They're willing to show me how to do the same here. So I'm about to expand this in Tampa, Florida. I'm about to expand this in Atlanta, wherever you're at, you say it, and then go ahead and share and say, will you do me a favor and try my product, try the product that I'm going to be distributor. Try this out. Here's the website. You can buy. I want you to be healthy. I want you to have a healthy life. It's organic. And I start seeing the information. This could be. I also send out KyaniScience.com. It's a great source for people who want to be customers and they want to look at the details behind the product. I mean, it's kind of silly. Most of the time they don't, but sometimes they do. They actually people want to ask for it. I don't know why. You know, most people don't go to McDonald's and trying to look at the nutritional value of McDonald's. Yet they eat fast food. You follow me? So it's interesting how some people. It's funny how some people become nutritional experts when you introduce them to this product, but they're also the same people that are eating chips. You know, they're the same people that are drinking Coca-Cola. Well, they never looked up Coca-Cola, what Coca-Cola is made of, but they sure look up what nutraceutical healthy products made of. It's very, very funny to me. But this is where you want to start. You want to start applying those, reaching out to those customers, okay? And there's many ways. Here's right here. You're gonna see a script for your top 5, okay? And one of the scripts that they use is let me see. We just want to show you everything. Okay, this is another one that we do. Okay, hey, I have let's say, can you come by my house today? I want to show you something I found and get your opinion on. If not, I can try to come to you. This is very simple, and this works for people that are already in your hood, right? People that you know. Obviously, this is someone that you will know. Someone like my brother, my sister, my cousin, my best friend. Can you try to be in my house today? No, you can't. Okay, I'll come to you, and I would just simply drop off the product. How many times, man, have I not done that? I dropped the product off, and they turn into a customer, and turn into a distributor. Okay, finally, we're gonna go ahead and get your top 5 business partners, and we're gonna make a list here and see which way we're gonna reach out to them. Which is the best way to expose them into the business. Your top 5 business partners. And there's many ways to actually pick your business partner as well. Okay, you wanna keep in mind that you wanna use the way you approach everybody, especially in the business side, the same way they think they have to approach their people. So you wanna keep it simple and duplicatable. Something that is simple and duplicatable in the way. In other words, you want to let the tools and the webinar and the application do the work for you. You want to let somebody else aside from you do the explanation for you. In other words, your job is to be a 30-second commercial of a 10-minute webinar. A 30-second commercial of a 10-minute webinar. That's what your job is to do. Okay, and there's many ways to do that. I have also now there's scripts here that I'm about to show you, go over for you, and they work and they actually work. So we're gonna go over that right now. Okay, so inviting your top 100 with a done for you model. Okay, you open the Team Fusion app and select the prospector. Your contact will be added to all lists. Add business partners and customers to the active list. And Next, you will identify whether you want to approach them in business, partner, or customers. Now decide how you will contact them via phone call or text. Follow scripts on their personality type. Okay, so we're going to go over the scripts right now. Also, we want to go over is the potato pack pledge. By you sending a pledge, you'll be able to feed hungry children throughout the world, but it also helps you get qualified. You see CQV. Every time you donate a potato pack, it also brings CQV with it. That's amazing, okay? And we're feeding hungry families throughout the world. It counts towards your personal quantified value and creates faster ranks and advancing promotions. Very, very cool. Okay, we're going to talk about recruiting in just a moment, and we're going to go in depth in just a moment because I know that's what everybody wants to know here. Excuse me. Okay, so the system. The system is a system of events that you want to follow. This is very key for every single one of us to understand that, number one, we have a team call every single Monday. You want to be able to be on that call every single Monday at 8 o'clock. Put that in your schedule. You see, here's what I know. If you want to bring value to anything, you have to invest time in it. Okay? If you have a job, you know your job schedule, don't you? You know your business schedule. I'm going to challenge you and tell you that you got to know your Kyani business schedule as well. And at 8 p.m. on Mondays, you know already that you're going to have a team call for you to plug in, and you want to plug in at 7:55 or 7:58, so a few minutes early so you don't get locked out of the call, because what happens a lot, it gets filled up and people get locked out. You dial that number, you dial that pin. You also use that call as a form of follow-up. So when someone sees a webinar, someone sees a presentation, you automatically, your brain, my mind's automatically telling me follow up, because the fortune's in the follow-up. And what people want to know is the testimonies. People want to know, are other people like me having success? And I want to be able to hear that. And this is the best place to plug people in so they can see how other people and hear other people having success and hear from their own mouth. Then you have the Done For You DFY events, Done For You event. This happens once a week. Some markets have it, some markets don't. If you're in a market that you don't have it, you want to create one. Your goal is to create a market, be a leader, and create that and support the whole entire market around it. Now, if the market does have it, oh my goodness, fantastic, congratulations. Now you can plug people in. Sometimes on Tuesdays for some markets, sometimes on Thursday for some market. But you want to be able to attend consistently to these events. And sometimes you have a guest, right? Sometimes you don't have a guest. Well, when you don't have a guest, sometimes your team has a guest. So even if you don't have a guest, you want to be there. See, when you have a guest, you need the meeting. When you don't have a guest, the meeting needs you. What does that mean? Well, that means that we work together as a team. And when the tide rises, all boats float. So the meeting's gonna need your excitement. It's gonna need your presence. It's gonna need your clapping. It's gonna need you in there, bringing bringing yourself in there, so you can support and we work as a unit and work and create. People see the difference of how exciting this is, and this happens once a week. Once a week, you stay around the fire. Once a week, you come and you meet, and this is obviously, I would tell you, build relationships with people in the DFY. Get to know people. Say hi, smile. You know, this is a relationship business. If me and you are going to be working together, I hope that we're going to be working together for a long time. I want to work with you in the long term. I want to be here and be working with you 5, 10, 20, 30 years from now. That's what I'm interested in. So let's build relationships at DFYs, because it's a great source for motivation and to stay around the fire when everything around us sometimes feels like it's collapsing. This is a great place. I call it back returning to the source. And I absolutely love it. You also have once a month, you have regional training. This is a must. I build from event to event to event, guys. In fact, if you get anything out of this, what I'm about to show you, do this. You have to build from event to event to event. For the regional training, everybody has to be there. I'm going to show up to every single regional training. I ask people to be there as well. Why? Because once a month, it's about creating, training yourself in preparation, right? Success is met when preparation meets opportunity. So, and preparation comes from repetition. Repetition is the mother of learning. Repetition is the mother of skills. And you can do something over and over and over again, or you can do something skillfully over and over again, right? You can chop a tree with a hammer. I don't recommend it. Or you can chop a tree with an axe. The axe will represent the skills. You can do it's the same movement, but some movements the axe has better results because they're skillfully at chopping a tree with a sharp edge. So you got to realize this, okay? And that happens by regional trainings, and that happens by international trainings like we have. We have a homecoming coming up in June, the first weekend of June. Everybody set that date apart. It's the first weekend of June, I believe the 2nd and 3rd. It's a must for everybody to be there. It's going to be here again in Dallas, Texas, but it's going to be an amazing, incredible event. If you have not been to a homecoming event, man, you still don't understand the power. ILA it's incredible, but take ILA and put some steroids into it. Now you get a glimpse of what a homecoming event is like. It's absolutely incredible. It's full of content of how to build this business. It's content after content after content, and strategy after strategy. Literally 3 full days of strategies on how you can become a 6-figure monthly earner in this industry and in our company. It's absolutely incredible. Homecoming is the first weekend of June. I believe it's June 2nd through the 3rd. So it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This is gonna be your next homecoming. You want to go ahead and set that date apart. Make sure to make a plan to be there, okay? Because not only will you be there, you're gonna get promoted there. Not only will you get promoted there, your team will be promoting there. Okay, very key. Okay, diamond interview. Okay, after you finish this whole entire sheet, you want to set it up a diamond interview for multiple reasons. Number one, you get to meet your diamond, and you get to talk to your diamond of a person that's already going to help you there. It's going to be working with you hand in hand. This is one of the most greatest things there is here, is the fact that you have advice from people who are already having success, who already have walked the same footsteps that you're about to walk. Because in this business, success is nothing more than footprints in the sand. So a diamond interview is you understanding a meeting to meet your diamond, okay? And here's the little 4 steps that you want to make sure. Qualify yourself as a distributor. top list of your top 5 meetings set, your top 30-day game plan in place, and your ILA homecoming registration ticket already purchased. All right, let's talk about inviting in the process of inviting. Okay, your level of influence over your prospects. Influence the ability to have an effect in the behavior of someone or something. Okay, depending on the amount of influence you may have over your prospect, you determine which method of inviting will you want to use the best results. If you have more influence, a simple conversation like "We need to meet ASAP" or "Trust me, be at my house tonight at this meeting" will be effective. However, if you have less influence, leveraging the mobile app and tools upline support will help you to see results. You can develop more influence with people over time by cultivating stronger relationships and connections. That's a very, very true statement. Everything we just wrote right there. So tailoring your message to their personalities. I'm not gonna spend too much time here, okay? But you can study this on your own. Understanding the following personalities allows you to communicate with the prospecting in a way your message will be related to the individual hot button and something that gets the person excited. Knowing your prospects' hot buttons will help you understand what type of language to use and the type of approach to best for them. Okay, so we talk about shark. A shark is someone who's money motivated, ambitious, competitive, right? So we can talk about hot buttons would be residual income, cars, home, watches, retirement. Then you have a whale, someone who's caring, loving, wanting to help others. Hot buttons will be time, family, caring hands, product testimonials. Then you have a dolphin. They're lifestyle driven, fun, outgoing, very social. And then you have their hot buttons. They're people that want time freedom. They want travel, celebration, options. People. People they want options in life, having fun, people. So that's a dolphin. Then you have an urchin. They're detail oriented, very analytical. These are usually your accountants or your engineers. They're facts and figures. They like the done for you model. The 10 hours, 10 years in business. Little facts like this. Co-founders are never failed in business. KayaniScience.com. So these are little hot buttons for people, and this is actually really, really accurate. I love this. In fact, now I want you guys to know that not everybody is just one personality. We all have all of them, the four of them, but there's always a dominant one, okay, and a second dominant one. So you can actually just look at which one's the dominant one and go from there, okay. So you have the application, you upload the contacts, you have the inviting script, the informal animated video. Then you have a 3-way call that goes into a meeting. All right, I love this. So you go to the app, you upload your contacts, you invite them, you send the animation video, then you put them on a 3-way call, and then we invite them to a home meeting. Okay, this is a great process. So I'm not gonna go through this entire script because you can actually do that yourself. We can read. But here's what I want to tell you is that all these scripts that are right now available is they work. So use the scripts. And if it's something you say, well, maybe I don't think this is not the way I talk. This is not how I do things. Well, I want to share with you. If you go to for those of you that are already here, if you go to go to Facebook, go to David Nieves IC. Let me go ahead and, all right, once you go here, and if you type in the search part, give me a second. I never actually searched it for it, but I know there's a way to do it. And let me see. All right, files, PDF. Untitled. Now let's go here. Give me a second. Okay, there's more creation. I have it around here somewhere. But down here I have the scripts. I have some. Oh, here it is. Bam. So I can easily put scripts down the side right here, and it will pop up. Oh, here's some. So the scripts pop up here. So now you have here, this is for customers, and here's inviting scripts. I click on this, and there's so many different ways of inviting, guys. You 4 keys to inviting. Make it brief. Be excited. Be excited. You see how it's capitalized? Be excited. You create momentum by just creating excitement. All right. Remember what we talked about in the beginning? Launching your business about excitement, and that's what it is. So here's a couple of scripts that I have as well on top of, and this is just on top of that. Okay. You know, I'm not going to read them again, but you can find them. See, I have a new business venture I want to run by you. I know you'd be extremely interested in it. It's in health and nutrition. Here's another one. Hi, Josh. Here's another one. Here's a product. You tell your product testimonial, then you start inviting with this script after a product testimonial text script. I mean, so my whole point is that we have resources left and right for every single one of us to be using, and including this. Okay, I use this as well. Okay, they all really work. But the idea is to stick around already verbiage that people are already having success with. Okay, because it's possible for you to say the wrong thing, right? I can say the wrong thing and make it seem like it's not, and by accident. And I think the number one mistake, write this down. The number one mistake, write this down, if for a new person, is that we talk too much. We say the wrong thing and we talk too much. That's the number one mistake people have. Okay, so this is why we want to show you some of this. Okay, now you want to book a home party like we did yesterday. Home parties are incredible. Okay, and this is like, kind of step one, kind of distribute. Contact your top 20% of the prospect tools on the app by selecting home party approach, and you go ahead and contact all your people and set up a home party. And this is just what it is: a home party for you to show and expose your products to the people at a retail customer side. But what's going to happen, you're going to acquire business partners for this. You're going to have home meetings and more home parties scheduled from this place. Okay, so you have a home party inviting script. I don't know how you talk. I wouldn't say, hey, girl, love, bro, man, name. What are you doing this day? Wait for response. No plans. I'm having a party tomorrow and celebrating of the launch of our premium Swiss Apple skincare line products. And if that's what is that? Well, I just started my own distribution. About the distribution rights to an amazing product line, product line. It's going to be interactive free facials, and then you can mention to bring makeup remover and to touch up makeup to touch up their faces, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Even doing a free giveaway. This is optional, of course. I mean, there's also, we're going to have snacks, blueberry, margaritas, some mimosas, whatever it is, mini facial. So any of that to make your party fun. The idea here is to have fun. That's the idea. You want to make things fun. Let people smile and fun. Have music playing, and just have a great time with this. Okay. Any questions about the product? Tell me. Tell them to Google Stem Cell Switch Apple and send them the product video, skincare, confirming and reconfirm their attendance. Okay. During the party, upbeat music, drinks, snacks, start on time, welcome guests into the home party, present the product, close the room by letting people know we will continue with drinks, food, fun, and beauty with the inside of our demos. Ask people to become customers and host their own party. That's what we did yesterday. We asked them to become out of 7 guests. 2 of them bought 2 skincare systems, and we booked 3 additional home parties out of that. And some of them were even guests. They're all they want to do, and most of them. Also, a few of them were also, like as far as reps came, new distributors came. They started booking their homecoming, their home party as well. Excuse me. So, give me just a second, guys. Let me. Participants. Let me mute everybody. All right, good deal. Okay, so we'll continue. So now we have here the Team Fusion customer scripts. And again, the customer scripts is the most effective over the phone, but still works for those who would rather text, okay? I said, look, I'm about to qualify for a big promotion with my health company. We offer 3 easy-use natural products as it launched a premium anti-aging skincare line that uses Swiss apple stem cells. Our products are literally impacting the quality of thousands of people's lives, and all I need is a few more customers by midnight tonight in order to qualify for a promotion. So again, this is a favorite help try approach, and this is an easy approach for you to use as well. Okay, some of it tells you also here some of the things that it does and benefit. I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and do that for yourself. Handling objections is something that again, this is something that I would tell you to study up yourself. I know how I handle some objections, and a lot of it's the same thing, but it's something you have to learn for yourself how to handle objections. Most of the time, remember that you want to be a 30-second commercial to get people. In fact, let me show you this one more time. Highlight this for you because I think it's so important to see this. Let me. Where is it at? Oh, here it is. Right here. This right here, guys. App, upload context, inviting people, info call, and three-way call, and home meeting. This is a step-by-step process that you follow. Okay, you go on the app, you upload the contacts, you invite them, the people, with the scripts or the scripts. So it could be these scripts, or it could be the other scripts, whichever one. All right, I don't know what just happened here. We'll fix that again. So with the inviting scripts, once you do that, and they actually see the animated video, it goes into a three-way call. And a three-way call is usually with an edified expert, someone who's already having success. And before you set someone up to a three-way call, I'm about to give you a $1 million tip right now. Okay, after someone sees the presentation or the animated video, you wanna, let me see what else I got here. Give me a second. Okay, here's a checklist for the home parties. That's cool. Okay, you guys can do that yourself. Retail form, you guys can see that yourself. Okay. Give me just a second, guys. I'm having technical difficulties on my computer because yours. Just 1 second, guys. All right, perfect. So $1 million tip will be on letting you guys setting up a three-way call the right way. When you set up a three-way call the right way, what you do is you want to edify your expert. You want to edify your person. Edification is simply speaking highly of the other person that's about to get on the phone. Okay, and there's so many benefits of that people have, and so many things that people can do as far as the qualities of someone, great qualities that people have that you can easily talk about. So that's one of the benefits. In fact, if you're brand new in this business and you're just getting started, listen closely. You want to edify the person before you put someone on a three-way call. Meaning, if I'm putting, let's say, I got James, Mr. James Gaspar that I want to edify on. Very simple. I would say, I will put. Let's say I'm introducing my friend Sherry. Hey, Sherry. I'm going to put you on the phone with Mr. James, and I do this before I get on the phone because I don't want to do it during the phone because it just sounds too scripted. I want it to be genuine and natural. So before I call James with Sherry on the phone, I say, hey, Sherry, I'm going to put you on the phone with Mr. James Gaspar. This gentleman is incredible, one of the hardest working individuals, cares for people, loves to help people, but at the same time is here to build a business, and I'm just honored to be in partnership with him. It's just a privilege to have him on the phone. His time is very valuable, so I can't wait for you to meet him. Boom, I click over, Mr. Gaspar, this is Mrs. Sherry. I told him a little bit about you. Sherry is a great friend of mine. I'm going to go ahead and let you explain to me about our business and what we're doing, because this is a meeting to see if Sherry this could be a good fit for Sherry, could be a good fit for us. This is something I always say. I always say the intention of the call. What's the intention of the call? The intention of the call is to see if we can get Sherry as a business partner, right? So I say that in the front of both of them. So it's very clear what I'm trying to do and the intention of the call. Okay, very, very key when doing a three-way call. So what I'm going to do now, let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and go in the chat, and I'm gonna start answering a few questions for the next few minutes. So if you have questions right now, this is the time for you to, you can type them out there. I won't get to every question. However, I'm going to get to as many questions as I can, I promise. If you can just go ahead and start typing the questions, we'll go ahead and start doing the Q&A section of our presentation, our training here. In the meantime, I got to figure out, while you guys are doing that, figure out what... Okay. Where can we find our personal CQV total? That's a great question because a lot of people right now are wondering a lot about CQV, but you can find it in Kyani.net. But Kyani.net CQV and QV right now it will be the same thing, but it'll be something that is trackable. By the way, it'll be something very easy to find. I don't think Kyani right now has it in front of the main screen, but they're gonna put it in the main screen really soon for you to be very, very simple for you to find it. So that's a great question. Okay, when are we going to be able to buy skincare piece by piece? I believe they're looking at April 1st. April 1st is when they're looking at launching the skincare. So it's very, 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 very close. Okay, can you send it type version of the edification for a three-way call? That's a great, yes. I believe I already have one typed up. Let me see. Let me look at my. I'll keep you posted right now. I'll look at the script, see if I have a edification script here. All right. You know what? Yes, I'm gonna go. I'll post the edification script on my IC wall after I get done here. Okay. So thank you for asking for that. Most definitely. Okay, we have Ralph here. Thank you for your time. Will the current QV list listed on the distributor ID and CID change, or will got what we got? But what do you mean? What the current QV listed on the distributor ID and CID change? I'm not too familiar with what the question is. It's not okay. Distributor ID QV is more than CQV. Yes, correct. The distributor ID QV, it is more. I see what you're saying. It is more than the customer QV, but I focus on customer QV because that's what really matters most. QV is for rank advancement, okay? So rank advancement is QV. So that's what QV is for, okay? Nothing else. But then there's customer CQV, which is now the way almost compared to CV, which is customer commissionable volume, and that is what's important to me. I track them all, but if you look at a business part, if we're looking at it from a business perspective, we don't just want to track ranking, right? We want to track people getting paid. So the way we do that is by tracking the CQV. It's going to be the same that it is right now. I mean, I don't see anything changing, but the QV is for rank advancement, and the customer CQV is for the way we get paid as far as the QV as well. So, but that's a great question. But it's gonna stay current the way it is right now. Okay, we have Ms. McKinnick. Let me see. So, is there different slides for the home party and business meeting, or there's one? No, there's different slides as well. Okay, if you go to Kyani.net, and I would tell you, go to Kyani.net and you can see. In fact, let me go over there. I'm gonna go back to share screen. Give me a second, guys. Okay. All right, so we're back here. So let's go to Kyani.net. Log in. Welcome to my back office, everybody.
That was awesome.
Okay, so now if I go to right here on the downloads, here you have a business library. Here you have everything you need to do. You need for as far as presentation goes, as far as the product catalog here. You have here the distributor agreement, of course, advertisement approved, so business cards. Oh, by the way, if you don't have business cards, go ahead and get your business cards, especially for the retails, okay? Retail accounts. You know, I found myself wanting business cards when I was in a plane in first class recently. So you have here kind of compliance, kind of care, but all this promotions and news. So applications and forms. Let me see. You have policies and procedure, kind of income, kind of distributor income disclosure. You got prime terms and conditions, catalog, rank. This is the pay gate calculator. It's actually really cool. One day we can probably go over that. Okay, compensation plan details, applications and form, change of authorship. Blah, blah, blah. Let me see something here. Okay, training, and then you have the field kit. Okay, so here's the field. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for the field kit because here you have the different things that you need in order for you look at the ingredients right here. So you have different slides that you have here. Potato products, right. Kind of catalog, extreme. So this is what you need to find right here. And right here we have the ingredient sources, and it's a great thing. I also have. I cannot see what I'm looking for right now actually, but I'm gonna post it on my wall for you guys to see the training on the skincare. Okay, so I got two things I gotta do: skincare and the 3-way edification script. Huh?
It's under training.
Under training?
Yeah. Skincare.
I have here Miss. There we go. Oh, here it is. It didn't pop up next time. Okay, so it's under training. Thank you, Miss Ashley Padilla, Blue Diamond here. I'm actually at her house. Let me. So under training, you can find here everything you need. Perfect. Look, everything, skincare sampling, everything you need is right here. Actually, you cannot see it. Let me share that. Share it one more time. Okay, so you see this training slide right here? You click on training, and all this is right here. Everything you need. Everything you need for a training on the product is right there. So thank you, Miss Ashley Padilla. All right, good question. Okay, let me see. Next question. To get more customers and become more customer focused. I got it. Yeah, good. Good. All right, guys. Let me see if there's any more questions here. Okay, yeah, the titles of the books that I shared at the beginning of the meeting. Yeah, I can also post that as well. So now I got two things actually: the edification scripts and the books. So I'll post some of the books that I absolutely love on my IC chat as well. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. Well, the customer global, you start getting once you get 400 CQV, now you start getting into the customer pool, and the customer pool is awesome because you start participating on bonuses. So the company takes all the customer CQV, they put it in a pool, and then they take 1%, I believe, and then they participate and they share it among everybody that is in the pool, and it's so it's a great deal. It's a great deal. The fact that Kaine does that, but once you do that, they pay once a month, and it's just a bonus check that comes in once a month, and they give it to you. It's different. It's a different amount every time. It could be more, and usually it rises more and more because more and more people are entering the pool, but they're entering the pool with more and more customers, so it just brings a higher percentage. So great question, Sean. Okay, do we have any more? Let me see. I think that's it for the Q&A, guys. Thank you very much for jumping on this webinar. So here's the call to action. Here's what you have to do next. Your job right now, and thank you, by the way, guys, everybody. Your job right now is to call your upline support team, whoever that is, and I would call maybe a Sapphire and above me, a Ruby or Emerald. and let them know you finished this webinar. Let them know that you're ready to take the next step to set up, number one, your home meeting, and number two, your home party, and start inviting towards your home party, and you're ready for them to help you. Okay, that is the call to action. So get in contact with the person that is helping you in your mentorship and your the leadership. I will tell you, get with contact with someone again. It will be a Sapphire or above, so an experienced Sapphire and above. Maybe Sapphire is a brand new, so you might have to go to a Ruby or an Emerald. However, let's go out there and contact that support team and let them know you just finished this and you're ready to take the next step, which is setting up a home party, setting up a home meeting, and then after that, helping you invite towards those home parties and those home meetings. Okay, guys, thank you very much for every single one of you for being on this webinar. We're gonna sorry for the little mess up that we did, but we're gonna go ahead and get this thing perfect. Next time I'll be doing a go-to meeting instead of Zoom. It'll be a lot better. So thank you very much for being here. Love every single one of you. Don't be afraid to reach out to me. This is what I'm here to do. Don't be afraid to reach out to your upline. That's what we're here to do. We are here to work with you. We are here to help you, and we are here to go all the way. I'm here to do this for the long term. I'm here for the long term, and people, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people that want to be with me for the long term and do this and learn the business. Don't lose patience in this business. Okay, patience is a positive, it's a key attribute for entrepreneurs. For them to be patient, to understand that growth is a process, and there's no different. Growth in your business is a process. So you got to embrace the process, but the process brings its own rewards. The process is where you are being made. Okay, the process that process that I'm talking about is that process when you run out of contacts to talk to, and you're still not in your desired goal. That process is a process that everybody hits. Okay, so don't be thinking that, hey, maybe this is not for me because you didn't have that 30-day success story like you wanted to have. You know what? If I finish with this, I tell you that I have a success story 30 days. It took me 40 days to go J. It took me 40 days to go J. And even then it was like I cheated because I bought a lot of that volume. So if it took me 60 days to go Pro, and I bought a lot of that volume too. So I cheated. But you know what? I'm not crying about it today. I stay focused and I stay consistent. Okay, so go out there and stay focused, stay consistent. Don't be emotional about your results, and just make sure that you're getting better every day, and you're working with your upline every day, and you're doing the things that we're talking about every single day. So thank you guys very much. Have a great day. Love every single one of you, and have a great day. Let's go out there and make it happen, and let's reach our dreams and goals. See you soon. Bam. All right, before I forget.